What's up? Welcome to Cohn and LaRocca. I'm Grant Cohn. That's Tyler C. LaRocca. And this is sort of a post-trade deadline. They're going to be playing the Rams this week. And by all means, the Niners could just crush the Rams because they've beaten them once already. But it doesn't seem like the Niners, upper-ups, really expect the team to go too far this year. They could have traded for people, but they didn't. They got Keion White, though. Shout out. Hey, shout out to the Niners for drafting for trading for Keion White. That was dope. But it doesn't change much. And according to Mike Silver of The Athletic, plenty of people in the 49ers organization are frustrated about the team's inactivity at the deadline. Who do you think is frustrated about this?
I think it's the vets that just signed contracts. If I'm Christian McCaffrey, I'm like, dude, I am never going to be this healthy again. Like, I am never going to be this healthy to take this many touches. Like, this is probably, like, the best he is going to play for the rest of his career is this year. And it's probably going to be the most healthy he's going to be for the rest of his career is this year. If I was Trent Williams, I'm like, bro, I'm going to retire in a year or two. Mm-hmm. Maybe this offseason. If I'm Kittle, same thing as Christian. Like, this is probably one of my last years or two of, like, elite level productivity. I'm not saying Kittle's going to be a bum, but dude.
Yeah, and like next year, Kyle Juszczyk might not be one of the best players in the league. Exactly. Like, this might be the last year that Juszczyk's one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, exactly.
It kills me that you would waste that.
Like, and like, that's the thing, man, is like, BA's probably coming back this year. I mean, a $250 million. I don't know why you wouldn't go all in when you have a $250 million quarterback that's an elite paid quarterback. He is paid with the elite of the elite. He is the franchise guy. Steve Young, Joe Montana, Brock Purdy. Those are those names.
Yeah, I mean, if you're paying a quarterback that much money, aren't you doing it because you feel like if he's healthy, you're always a Super Bowl contender?
That's what I'm saying.
You can't say, like, it's not like you're a Super Bowl contender if he's healthy and you have a Hall of Fame middle linebacker and you have an all-pro defensive end who was the defensive player of the year. Then he's worth $53 million a year. I thought that's the whole point of spending that much money. It's like, nah, man, as long as we got this dude, we're in the mix. Right?
And that's exactly my thing. Like, sure, are the Niners one or two players away? No, but nobody is.
Brock's coming back.
The Packers just lost to the Panthers, dude. Like, this league is anybody's league. So if I was the vets, I'd be pissed. Like, at this point, like, if I'm Kittle, if I'm Trent, if I'm Christian, the clock's ticking. Like, I would have
especially Christian to me.
Yes.
Look at what Christian did the first half of the year. He ran into loaded boxes all year. He didn't complain. His numbers are good, but his efficiency isn't. He got hit like 800 times. And you'd think that he did it so maybe the team would say, okay, Christian's good. The team is getting healthy. Maybe let's reward them and give them one more chance to win a Super Bowl. Now you're telling these guys who are already old, like, well, if you're going to win a Super Bowl at any point in your career, it's not going to be this year. Sorry.
Christian McCaffrey,
thanks for all your efforts, though.
He's a top 7 receiver in the NFL right now.
Like, why shouldn't he just shut it down right now?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have rather the Niners, if they were going to punt the season, I would have genuinely rather them have been like, hey, Trent, Christian, George, do you guys want us to trade you? Because we don't care. We're not going to make a move.
We're playing for 2026.
Yeah,
this season doesn't matter.
I would have rather them done that and be like, yeah, we're offloading them, because at least it would have made sense. Now it's like, so you want to make the first round of the playoffs and then get your ass beat? Like, I don't understand the point behind.
Yeah, I thought in sports you either want to like win the Super Bowl or like get the first pick. It seems like the Niners are striving to be like the 16th best team in the league.
They're like it's like Kyle Shanahan's like, I want to cosplay Mike Tomlin this year. I just want to be good enough to make the playoffs.
Okay, so hold on. So that's where I want to keep discussing. I agree that the veterans on the team are probably frustrated. You don't think Kyle's frustrated?
Oh, I bet he's pissed.
Let's not go to Kyle yet. Well, let's go to other coaches. Do you think Robert Saleh's frustrated?
Yes.
His defense sucks.
I think he's pissed too. He's like, dude, I saw some people be like, oh, I don't think he's going to leave. I think this is, if I was him, I'd leave.
But this makes it harder for him to leave. His defense isn't good. And if he gives up, like, if his defense is ranked poorly at the end of the season, people will say, well, I mean, I guess, without Fred Warner, without Nick Bosa, how good are you?
I still think he'll get poached. And I wouldn't blame him for walking away. because I'd be like, bro, I gave you a year of like the best defensive coaching you guys have had since D'Amico, and you guys just left me with nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
all I asked for was Jermaine Johnson. Would I have taken Quinnen Williams? Yes, absolutely. Love Quinnen Williams, but I would have taken freaking Draymond Jones, and you gave me Cleveland Farrell. Thanks.
And what frustrates me is everyone's like, well, we're not winning a Super Bowl this year. Quinnen Williams helps you win for the next 4-5 years. He's 27. Jermaine Johnson's 25. Sauce is 25. These are guys that are going to help you win for 5 years. It doesn't have to be a move for right now. And now you can't go get Sauce. You can't go get Quinnen Williams because the Cowboys are going to keep him on his contract. And Jermaine Johnson's probably going to be one of their pillar players because they have money now to keep him on. So it's like, I hate that Kyle's like, well, we tried. The asking price was too high. I see the asking price. A 1 and a 2 for Quinnen Williams isn't too high.
You don't think Kyle's frustrated right now?
I think Kyle is probably I think Kyle's probably chanting the same things we are, which is if you don't want to try, sell the team.
Thank you. That's what I want to say. I feel like yesterday my initial reaction was, man, fire John Lynch. What is he doing? He's so complacent. But dude, this is a guy who wants to win. He is a champion. He's in the Hall of Fame. He doesn't seem to have other interests outside of football. He's not also into soccer. He's into football. He's in it to win. Why is he doing this? To win a championship. Why is Kyle Shanahan coaching the 49ers? To win a championship. I feel like they probably would have liked Quinnen Williams, and the ones who are putting the restrictions on this team this year financially are the Orcs, because I think they're upset that they spent all that money on Brandon Ayuk and Christian McCaffrey last year.
And Brock Purdy.
They wanted to do that.
But here's my thing.
They wanted to do that.
This is my thing. I think that, like, whoever, because someone's like, well, what if it wasn't John? What if it was Kyle? What if it was whoever, I don't care who it was, whoever made the decision to not make a move needs to stop making decisions in the franchise. Don't care if it's John. Don't care if it's Kyle. Don't care if it's Saleh. Whoever it is, do not ever let them make. Yeah, don't ever let them make a decision again. Remove them from football operations, period. Because why? Like, this is a kind of move where, like, say Kyle doesn't agree with it. What if Kyle says, okay, well, I want out then. I don't want to just sit here with nothing. What if Kyle says he wants out? What if Saleh goes, well, Kyle's leaving. Why would I want to stay here? I don't want to be your guys' punching bag. So then what are we left with? Like, are we just going to become that franchise that doesn't want to spend? Like, I don't know. I hate it. I think it was so stupid.
I've hated this like plan all year from the minute that John Lynch said in February that the plan was to get young, get cheaper, and take lumps. Like, no, that is not the freaking plan. You just spent hundreds of millions of dollars on Brock Purdy and George Kittle and Fred Warner and Nick Bosa and no, that is not the plan. And so I disagreed with it in February. Then you cut to freaking November 5th and you're sitting at 6-3 in spite of like the worst injury luck that you can freaking imagine. And you're like, okay, is it the team you wanted? No, but look around the league. There's no dominant team.
Yeah,
you're hosting the freaking Super Bowl. Your schedule isn't that bad. Like, you absolutely could win the Super Bowl this year, even though you don't. Like, you have the best kicker in football who's winning you games, and you have a new quarterback who just might be like the missing piece that you've been looking for.
Yeah, and everyone's giving Rams the favorite in the NFC, and Mac beat them with nobody,
with Kendrick Bourne.
Like, dude,
no Kittle.
This is one of those things, man, where legitimately, like, I don't understand it. I don't see a person that wouldn't be frustrated at this in the building. Like, I don't think if Kyle didn't make this decision, there's no way Kyle's not sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? If John didn't make this decision, there's no way he's not doing the same thing. Like, and this is the thing. Because I saw someone blaming Jed. I genuinely don't think this is Jed. I think this is it could be his parents, but I feel like Jed would not cheap out like this hard. I feel like Jed would want to have made a move. Like, especially if they were doing good. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's so unbelievably frustrating.
It just seems to me that, like, if the Niners were owned by the Eagles owner and run by Howie Roseman, with the same exact roster, the same exact injuries, the same exact record, they'd be making moves.
For sure.
Because that organization is all about football.
Jerry made a move and they might not even make the playoffs.
Right. And so all I'm saying is, like, the problem with the Niners to me is that like I don't think it's John and Kyle. Maybe I'm wrong. They have their issues, but I think they ultimately want to win a Super Bowl, and that's their number one goal. With the Yorks and Parag, they've gotten so into soccer, and they've figured out over the last 30 years of owning teams that you don't have to win a championship to make hella money because they've never won a
Yeah.
championship. They don't know how to do that. What they do know how to do is make certain franchises more profitable. They did it with the Niners. They're doing it with Leeds and Rangers, and they're going to keep doing it and accumulating revenue streams. But if they ever win a Super Bowl, like a championship in any league, it'll just be, I don't know, a fluke. So I think
I'll
that's where
tell you-
we're at. You're owned
I'll
by a
tell you
team
this.
that isn't that sold
Yeah.
out to win.
And this is my thing. Whenever anyone says now, from now on, if anyone ever says, well, the organization loves Brock Purdy, do they? Or is he just a ticket sale because we could say we have a franchise quarterback? They didn't do shit for him at the trade deadline. Want to know what would have helped your $250 million quarterback? Getting him a defense.
Oh, and why isn't Brock Purdy on IR? Is it so that people who bought tickets don't sell them?
Yep.
Oh, maybe Brock plays this week. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Brock will be the emergency third quarterback this week. Maybe I should hold on to my tickets.
Yeah. This offseason, if what's his name? If Trent retires, if CMC wants out, if anyone wants out, I wouldn't blame him at all. If the coaches want out, I'd literally like, you know what? I will root for you wherever you go because this is what poverty organizations do. This is what bad football owners do. Or GMs, whoever made the decision. Again, I don't know who it was.
If you're saying like, look, Bosa's out, Warner's out, Purdy's out for a while, it's not our year. You know, we're not really sold out to win a Super Bowl, which is what we should do, but we value you as fans and we don't want to waste your time and money. So continue to support us and please understand our process. But for your understanding, we're going to slash ticket prices. We're going to kick something back to you because
right.
you've been so understanding for us and you're sort of, letting us take a year. But no, we're going to talk about Brock Purdy maybe coming back this week. Or Brandon Ayuk maybe coming back this year, but they won't. And the prices are still really expensive. And hey, at least they're still winning. But they could go on a real losing streak soon if this defense just finally.
Oh, my prediction for this Sunday is we get our teeth kicked in. I think that trade deadline has every player feeling like, well, then why do we care? You guys don't. Yep. Why do we? Like,
I agree.
You guys don't want to make a move. Why would we care? Why would we keep risking the rest of our careers for an org that doesn't want to help? So, I don't know. I think you'd be more pressed to find someone not frustrated. Like it would be harder to find someone not frustrated within the organization than it would to find someone who is.